Hello and welcome to new broadcasts on TayNinhTV with some latest events in the province as well as in nationwide. And now we come into details. Ladies and gentlemen, on the morning of July 11, Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, heads of the National Assembly delegation of Tây Ninh Province, Phạm Hùng Thái, and Deputy heads of the delegation, Lê Thị Song An, visited and worked at An Ninh Commune and Hiệp Hòa Commune.
The delegation inspected the activities at the Public Administration Service Center, the Commune People's Committee headquarters, specialized departments, the Commune Police, and perhaps the situation after the merger. According to a report from July the 1st to now, the two communes have stabilized their organization, focusing on directing and operating flexibly use the three old headquarters for the activities of the Party Committee, the People's Council, the People's Committee, the Phalanx Front, and mass organizations. The arrangement of the course is carried out in accordance with their capacity and strength. The localities also reported some differences in infrastructure, IT personnel, and some other positions operating the system as well as digital signature accounts. Deputy Secretary, Provincial Party Committee, and Head of National Assembly Delegation of the Tây Ninh Province, Phạm Hùng Thái, acknowledged the efforts and commended the proactive spirit of localities in implementing the tasks after the merger, suggested continuing to improve the organization, perfect the working relations, prepare well for the party conference, pay attention to the work of gratitude, and promptly report on this for support.
On July 11, member of the Provincial Party Standing Committee, Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee, Nguyễn Hồng Thanh, has a working sessions with the Department of Agriculture and Environment to grasp the implementation of tasks in the first 6 months of the year and directions and tasks for the last 6 months of 2025 of the unit.
After the merger, the Department of Agriculture and Environment of Tây Ninh Province has 5 specialized departments, 5 branches, 6 public service units, reporting and the working section. The department's leader said that in the first 6 months of the year, the growth in the Region 1 increased by 4.55% over the same period, of which agriculture production is estimated at 4.49%, forestry estimated to increase by 1.79%, and fishery increased by 6.15%. Compensation work has been focused also. Nearly 1,000 hectares have been paid. The department has also proactively implemented solutions to prevent and combat the drought and saltwater instructions to ensure the service for agricultural production and the people's lives, disease prevention and control, vaccination of livestock, forest management and protection, and fire prevention and fighting have been given attention. And to effectively carry out the tasks of the last 6 months of the year, the Department of Agriculture and Environment has set out a number of key tasks as well as proposed a number of solutions to remove the limitations and obstacles. And members of the Provincial Party Standing Committee, Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee, Nguyễn Hồng Thanh, highly appreciated the results achieved by the Department of Agriculture and Environment, and at the same time requested the department to continue to promote its proactiveness and creativity, focusing on overcoming the shortcomings and limitations to effectively carry out the assigned tasks and contributing to the overall development of the province.
Implementing the central government's guidance, the Department of Culture, Sports and Tourism of Tây Ninh Province has just issued a document requesting the People's Committees of Communes and Wards to implement a number of contents related to the organization, operation, and error standards for cultural and sports institutions, public libraries, and commune-level radio stations. Accordingly, the previous district-level radio and television activities will be transferred to the commune level for management, taking on the function of providing grassroots information services in the locality. For new commune-level administrative units that do not have a radio facility to receive from the former district level, the Commune People's Committee needs to organize a radio department under the Commune's public service unit to operate the system, produce and coordinate inter-commune propaganda. The department also requested localities to urgently review and invest in completely converting the local broadcasting system to broadcasting using information and telecommunications technology at the same time investing technical equipment for the new commute-level broadcasting department to produce radio programs and media products to be broadcast on grassroots media to propagate political tasks and provide essential information to people in the commute.
And in the first of 25th, the right season of 2024 to 2025, the team K70, 71, and K73 of TayNinhTV province have successfully completed the task of searching for and collecting the remains of the Vietnamese volunteer soldiers and experts who died in Cambodia during the war. And with a spirit of solidarity and determination to overcome the difficulties, the teams have collected for 474 sets of mortal remains, reaching for 186% of the set target. And up to now, through 24 phases of implementing the task from 2021 to present, TayNinhTV has collected for 8,627 sets of mortal remains, of which 282 sets of remains have no names and addresses. And Long An province, the old one, alone has collected for 2,933 sets of mortal remains, while TayNinhTV province, the old one, has collected for 5,694 sets of mortal remains. And during the course of performing their duties, the officials and soldiers of Team K70, K71, and K73 always maintain the close relations with the specialized committee, and the coordination team strictly implemented the regulations of the two governments, ensure the good foreign affairs and mass mobilization and security work.
Ladies and gentlemen, a factory with a total investment of 136 million US dollar of Coca-Cola Beverages Vietnam Company Limited was officially inaugurated at Phú An Thạnh Industrial Park, Bến Lức Camille, TayNinhTV province.
The event took place in the morning of July the 11th with the participation of the Deputy Minister of Finance, Nguyễn Đức Tâm. On the side of TayNinhTV province, there were the Secretary Provincial Party Committee Nguyễn Văn Quyết, Deputy Secretary Provincial Party Committee and Chairman Provincial People's Committee Nguyễn Văn Úc. The event was also attended by representatives of the leaders of the US and UK consulates general in Ho Chi Minh City. With a total area of 19 hectares, the TayNinhTV factory of Coca-Cola Vietnam is the largest in the scale among the company's 3 modern production facilities in Vietnam, and the factory is equipped with the 5 filling lines in the province and advanced bottling with a total capacity of up to 1 billion liters of beverage every year. A notable highlight is that this is the first food and beverage factory in Vietnam to achieve the LEED Gold Level Green Building certification. And through advanced technology, the factory improves the production efficiency along with the sustainable design solution, including the energy-saving lighting systems, optimal cooling system, and modern heat dissipation technology. Currently, we are recycling and collecting our packaging at a higher rate than the regulatory target of 22%. And last year, we achieved a collection and recycling rate of 56%, on the track to achieve our target of the net zero emissions by 2050. Coca-Cola Vietnam's environmental protection efforts are a clear demonstration of the company's companionship, in line with the Vietnam's commitment at the COP26 conference on the green growth and climate change response. At the same time, the enterprise also demonstrates its consistent companionship with the orientation of TayNinhTV province economic development without trading off the environment. The presence of Coca-Cola in TayNinhTV is a strong demonstration of the province's attractiveness in its strategy of attracting the foreign investment with a focus, selectivity, prioritizing the high technology, environmental friendliness, and sustainable development. TayNinhTV province is committed to always accompanying and providing maximum support to facilitate the production and business activities of enterprises, while recognizing and appreciating the Coca-Cola's orientation for sustainable development, connecting enterprises with the community, and protecting the environment. Also, at the ceremony, the Coca-Cola Vietnam Beverage Company Limited presented a symbolic plaque for 500 million Vietnam dong for educational programs in TayNinhTV. And after more than 30 years of accompanying and developing in Vietnam, today's milestone in TayNinhTV not only marks a new step in expanding the value supply chain, but also creates about 4,000 direct jobs and 6 to 8 times more indirect jobs. And the inauguration of the Coca-Cola third factory in Vietnam promises to open many new chapters and making a positive contribution to the social economic development of the locality in the coming time.
On the morning of July 11, the Central Party office held a training conference on the use of the information system for receiving and handling feedback, recommendations, initiatives, and solutions for developing science, technology, innovation, and national digital transformation. The report was attended by the chair of the Provincial Party Committee Office, Trần Thế Luân, leaders of the Provincial Party Committees, Party Building Committees, and leaders of provincial departments, branches, and sectors. The conference was also broadcast online to commune and world-level readers in the province. At the conference, representatives of the Department of Digital Transformation disseminated the regulations on the use of information system for receiving and handling feedback, recommendations, initiatives, and solutions for developing science, technology, innovation, and national digital transformation. At the same time, the conference also pointed out lessons learned, solutions to remove obstacles in implementing Plan No. 2 and provided guidance on handling confidential documents on the operational information system of party agencies. Currently, the reflecting and proposing initiating solution system is being operated on the electronic information portal of the Communist Party of Vietnam. Any individual and organization can participate in reflecting and proposing through the system. The TayNinhTV province has effectively deployed the use of electronic identification accounts for authentication when performing administrative procedures on the National Public Service portal, thereby contributing to facilitating people and businesses when accessing online public services. To date, the whole province has over 1.4 million level 2 electronic identification accounts that can access, log in, and use public services on the National Public Service portal, according to the direction of the central agencies. Using VNEID accounts not only help people easily perform administrative procedures anytime, anywhere, but also contributes to shortening processing time, minimizing paperwork, and increasing security in electronic transactions. Currently, departments, branches, and localities in the province are actually promoting propaganda and guiding people to register and use electronic identification accounts when performing public services, especially in areas related to citizen identification, residence, driver's license, social insurance, etc., thereby contributing significantly to building digital government, improving the efficiency of serving people and businesses, gradually realizing the goal of comprehensive digital transformation in the locality.
The Orient, the Bến Lức Pork Border Gas Station under the TayNinhTV Provincial Border Guard Command, is located in Bến Lức Commune. In the past time, the unit has successfully completed the task of ensuring security and order in the pork cluster area.
In the past time, the unit has successfully completed its task of ensuring the security and order in the port cluster area, and thanks to that, the activities at the port cluster managed by the station have become increasingly effective, helping the people feel secure in developing their economy, contributing to the overall development of the province. Aside the task of managing and protecting political security, order, and social safety in the area of 18 ports in the communes of Tân Lập, Cần Đước, Long Can, Bến Lức, Bình Đức, the Bến Lức Port Border Guard Station has synchronously deployed the measures to ensure the maintaining of the security and order. To ensure maintaining the security and order in the port cluster area, creating the favorable conditions for businesses to operate effectively. The officials and soldiers of the station regularly coordinate with the security team and girls and the port management board to inspect and patrol at night, so the cases of theft and social evils are limited and no longer occur. The port clusters, a bustling trading place, has potential risks from job taking advantage to commit the national security crimes, disrupt the social order, smuggling, commercial fraud, and counterfeit goods, and therefore, the close inspection and supervision, along with quick procedure settlement, are the key factors to maintain stability and promote the local social economic development. I've been to this port area many times. It is very safe. The crew is also very secure. There is no need to worry about taking care of guarding the boat because there are several crew members regularly. I also thanks the border guard and the port very much. To ensure the safety for the port cluster area, the unit has strictly controlled the people, vehicles, goods, ensuring for the proper procedures and effectively prevented violations of the law. And in the first 6 months of 2025 alone, the unit registered cut-down, exit, and entry procedures, import and export for about 230 ships and over 3,400 crew members with more than 640,000 tons of goods of all kinds. Firmly grasps accurately forecasts the situation and grasps the plots, the methods and strength of the subject, regularly control the people and means of goods entering, exiting the port cluster area. Coordinating with 11 forces at the port, the police and military to well implement the defense. 3 of the government in patrolling, controlling, ensuring the security and order, fighting against all kinds of crimes, smuggling and trade fraud. Ensuring security and order plays a key role in maintaining the stable operations at the port clusters, and the border guard soldiers here always perform their duties while day and night, closely inspecting and controlling, promptly preventing non-violation of the law and thereby maintaining the peace and contributing to the local socio-economic development.
In recent times, the development of digital technologies enterprises has contributed to promoting digital transformation in many fields and playing an important role in enhancing competitiveness and gradually building a digital economy in localities.
According to statistics, the province currently had 447 digital technology enterprises operating with more than 4,730 employees, of which 77 enterprises specialize in producing hardware and software electronics, 115 enterprises produce digital content, and nearly 220 enterprises try and distribute information technology products and services. The growing quantity and also the quality of digital technology enterprises not only expand the job opportunities for the young qualified labor force in the locality, but also creates a driving force to promote the shift of labor structure into a modern direction. At the same time, it is also an important driving force to help improve the competitiveness, attract investment, deploy high-quality human resources, and gradually modernize the local economy in a sustainable direction.
According to a report from the Department of Science and Technology, the total revenue in the first 6 months of the year from the two fields of science and technology and information technology IT is estimated at 8.7 billion Vietnam dong. Specifically, the scientific and technological sector achieved revenue of about 3.9 billion Vietnam dong, while the IT sector achieved 4.8 billion Vietnam dong. The scientific and technological sector focuses on implementing many applied research activities, technology transfer, technical consulting, measurement, calibration, testing services, as well as supporting businesses in technological innovation in production. Many science and technology topics and projects are implemented in fields such as agriculture, environment, health, education, etc., contributing radically to the socio-economic development process. In the coming time, the province will continue to focus on investing in digital infrastructure, supporting innovative startup businesses, promoting applied research programs, and expanding cooperation inside and outside the province to promote comprehensive development in these fields.
In 2025, the Vietnamese fruit and vegetable industry set a target export turnover of $7.6 billion, an increase of 6.8% compared to 2024. To reach this number in the last 6 months of this year, the fruit and vegetable industry must earn an additional $4.55 billion to $4.9 billion.
However, the picture in the first half of the year is not very bright, when the total export value only reached more than $3 billion and down to 8.4% compared to the same period last year. It is a dreadful print and is considered by experts to be difficult to reach the finish line. the farmers growing durian and mango, the key export commodities, have just witnessed an unstable season with very difficult consumption, especially when the output is difficult even though the price has dropped sharply. This year, it's the worst 3,000 Vietnam dong per kilogram is the most beautiful mango, while the bad mango is only 1,000 Vietnam dong per kilogram. In general, the people are facing difficulties, and firstly, there is no output. Secondly, the people and the farmers buy materials without paying enough at these prices. The fruits has been the leader in agricultural growth for many years. However, entering 2025, the fruits exports have had a series of 5 consecutive months of decline. Many reasons have been analyzed by experts, but in general, we have not met the market standards well, especially the Chinese market, the legacy import markets for Vietnamese fruit. This year, the fruit and vegetable exports are really pessimistic. The general decline in turnover is due to many difficulties for dairy this year. Firstly, countries have begun to erect technical barriers, and in which China inspects for 100% of all dairy shipments. And in this situation, the Fruit and Vegetable Association predicts that the export turnover of fruits and vegetables in 2025 will only reach for about 5 to 6 billion US dollar, and the Ministry of Agriculture and Environment also estimated a decrease of 7.3% compared to the same period last year. And thus, the target of 7.6 billion US dollar may not be achieved this year. We will review and rebuild sustainable farming processes for the key products, and we will also build more policy frameworks, especially the processes of controlling the growing area to packaging before export, strictly and systematically controlling to ensure the uniformity and compliance of import-export units, recognizing that the final stretch of the year still has many challenges. The Ministry of Agriculture and Environment has been urgently developing plans and setting out specific tasks to promote export, including diversifying the markets and strengthening the trade promotion. In addition, in the context of many fluctuations, the processing in emerging its long-term and vital strategy for Vietnam fruits and vegetables industry.
That's all for today, TTV News. Thank you for being with us, and goodbye for now.